Thank you very much for joining us. We're coming to you live from MICA Hardware in Phalaborwa. My name is Livingston Yubri Nisi, your host on Stone Media House, Uncommon Perspective Podcast. I have with me today Mr. Naude, the manager in our MICA Hardware in Phalaborwa. We're going to be talking to him. Remember, we've promised to our listeners and viewers that we are going to have a feature where we'll be featuring the prominent businesses in Phalaborwa that are contributing positively to our economy. Now I have with me Mr. Jacques Naude. I want you to greet the viewers and our listeners. Hi, Jacques.
Yeah, listen. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and welcome to everybody. And I hope it's going to be an informative session.
Thank you very much, Jack. Let's cut to the chase. We don't have the whole day. What inspired your business to set up in Phalaborwa, and how was the town played a role in your growth?
Yeah, our business is actually 40 years old this year.
Yes.
Leon, which is Ruan's dad, 40 years ago, decided to come to Phalaborwa. His parents were here, and there was a need for a hardware store. So small beginnings, small hardware, and grew to where we are today.
Tell me, how does your business contribute to local job creation and economic stability in Phalaborwa?
Yeah, we employ 60 people.
Yes.
So that's 60 families that we support, and we try to get involved as much as possible with them. Mm-hmm. And that said, MICA is really a family. Yes. People don't leave here. They stay. I think we've got employees now that are here with us 30 years.
Look, in every town there are its own dynamics. What are your challenges in Phalaborwa in terms of your business? What is it making your business so difficult to grow here? Or maybe the challenges, in fact?
Yeah, look, post-COVID, things changed, I think, for the better. In the COVID period, you had to really go and rethink your business, where you were and how you were going to survive. So a lot of things changed for the good, I think. This business grew. We're still growing, despite competitors opening up in town, which is a good thing sometimes.
But tell me, Jack, how do you see the business in Phalaborwa grow in the next 5 minutes economically?
Look, I think there's still growth for us in Phalaborwa. There's a lot of new faces in Phalaborwa. I've been in town for 19 years. I think I know most of the people here. But when I go to social gatherings, I'm pleased to see that there's a lot of faces that I don't know. So I think the focus really should be on tourism, because Phalaborwa is the closest town to the Kruger National Park in the whole South Africa, and we should utilize that. Mines have a lifespan. It might be 40, 50 years from now, but what happens after that? So we need to start thinking about putting things in place now.
Yeah, well, that's very important. But tell me, besides job creation, what are the other social responsibility activities that your business is doing in the local of Phalaborwa?
Yeah, look, we're very much involved in the churches. We're very much involved in the schools in Phalaborwa. And there's quite a bit of schools in Phalaborwa. So we like to get involved in the cancer runs, Fosco races, soccer tournaments. It's a never-ending list, and we try and help everybody where we can, but you can only help where the funds is available to do that.
Tell me, are there any new area that you want to tap into in terms of social responsibility that you haven't gone to so far?
Yeah, look, there's a Marula house in town, which look after abandoned women and children. And there's schools in Namagale and Lulekane looking after street kids. There's old age homes where we try and help with food. So there's a lot of initiatives, I think too many to mention. We'd like to help more people.
Yes.
But not always possible.
I think this is the most important one that I'm going to ask you. How do you balance the profit of your company and the social responsibility in our local communities?
Look, I'll tell you one thing. This business is built on the foundation of God. So everything we do here, we pray about. Just to put you in the light with the Spur takeaway.
Yes.
18 months ago, God put it on my heart that we were going to sell food from MICA. I sat with Ruan. We both laughed about it because infrastructure didn't give us the opportunity to do that. And 18 months later, we're selling food. And yeah, something unfortunate had to happen for us to take that step and do that. So yeah, but for us, it's really about, there's a lot of times that I want to help people and I don't always have the means to do it. And then we would think about it and have a function and invite the town, and then if I can take an example, Frangipani, which is for kids with disabilities.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying we've got a fantastic town. When we organized an event, people came, opened their hearts, and that school got over 300,000 rand from the public, from the people.
Tell me, of late, recently, we've seen the fire break out at Eden Square Mall. Many shops, let me rather say, the whole mall closed down.
Yeah, that's terrible.
People are not longer working. But I've seen you taking this initiative. You are bringing Spur next to your hardware. Tell me about that.
Yeah, look, we're trying to give those people opportunity to we're creating jobs.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
At the same time, we'd like to give our customers a better offering.
Yes.
So they can actually buy food here while they're doing their hardware shopping. And yeah, hopefully the big Spur will open up soon. And we really believe that there's a place for two Spurs in town. The customer that needs the takeaway is pushed for time, can't really go and sit and relax in the Spur. And then you have the customer that can relax in the Spur and he'll go there. So yeah, I hope it does well.
So you are
the community is very excited. They're happy.
Well, I understand that. But look, we always learn something out of something. You have led from the front. You've taken this initiative. What do you think other businesses can learn from you out of what you've done? This initiative to bring Spur next to your shop.
I can't remember the quote 100%, but when we placed this on Facebook,
yes,
one of the customers actually said, and I want to say the comment was made by Johan, that is the owner of Pick n Pay.
Okay.
And he's lost a lot.
Yes.
And if I quote him correctly, he said, well done on opening another Spur and not laying down.
Yes.
And I think that meant a lot.
Yes.
Coming from him, because he lost he lost a lot.
So tell me, this establishment, the Spur takeaway, is going to be a permanent establishment or just a makeshift shop to compensate for the fire in the...
This will be a permanent takeaway.
So what are you telling me? Are you telling me that you are going to employ more people?
We'll employ more people, yeah. When the big Spur's opening, you'll obviously double up on the staff. Wow. Because this will not go away.
Well,
and I really believe this will be a success. All our customers are very excited about it.
On the later note, I think we'll start submitting our CVs. when are you... I know you don't speak for them all, but since you are part of this business community in Phalaborwa, when are we likely to see them all open again?
I can't say final, but there are rumors that the wing where the banks are, more than likely in June, which is good news, if that's true.
June this year?
June this year.
Wow.
Pick n Pay, when I last spoke to the owner, there's a timeline of December.
Wow.
Which I also hope will really happen. And then where the Spur side is, they're talking January, February next year. So, but that changes daily as the engineers come and etc. But that's the last that I've got. Yeah.
Jack, God forbid, I'm asking you this because I want to learn out of what happened with the Eden Square Mall. Normally, as a business person, do you insure your company with the insurance? What happens in terms, say for instance, your shop gets that bad thing that happened there, maybe fire breaks out, you lose everything. What do you do with the employees in the meantime when we're still preparing to fix the shop and everything? I want to
look, it depends on how you were insured.
Yes.
Some insurance companies will cover in total your loss.
Yes.
They will pay for your staff salaries.
Yes.
And then there are other instances where they only pay for a certain time. They would suggest retrenchments.
Wow.
And when you start up again, you re-employ. But most owners won't go that route.
Yes.
Because your people are really your ability.
Exactly.
And we really in MICA believe people buy from people.
Yes.
So I always make a joke when I have a sales meeting. I say, if we put gold bars in our store and we sell them at 100 Rand, if people don't like the people inside here, they won't come to buy.
Yeah.
So it's not always about price, it's always about people buy from people.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for that. Let me ask you, what advice would you give to other entrepreneurs in Phalaborwa in terms of growing their business and starting their business, and those aspiring business people that are still there at home?
Look, something that really stands out in Phalaborwa is people let the sun shine over each other.
Yes.
And businesses talk to each other, business owners talk to each other. And when there's struggles, people come together and they help each other. So my suggestion would be, if you open a business, make the business partners in this town your friends.
Yeah.
We all part of our business chamber, which I think is a great initiative.
Yes.
And we need to learn from other towns as well. So let's get involved with their business chambers and share the knowledge with our business entrepreneurs.
Oh, so you are part of the Phalaborwa Business Chamber?
Yeah.
Were you there during the launch in February at
Yes.
the Boron? I was there. I'm not sure whether you remember me.
But that's where I remember your face from.
Yes, I was there. I even tried to extend an invitation into, I'm not sure whether it's the secretary, a lady, her name is Melanie.
Why weren't you at the meeting yesterday?
Yes.
Because that would have been a great event for you to be, huh?
Yes.
Because we had the guy doing a presentation to us, vessels.
Yes.
And the plant that they're putting up for electricity, solar, for PMC is 440 megawatt.
Wow.
Which is astronomical. It is.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's big.
It's big.
So yeah, you need to come to the meetings.
I think I'll take up the membership. I'm a businessman as well. Well, I'll take up. Well, but what motivates you to continue to grow your business in Phalaborwa, even when the economics are shifting a bit? You see now we've got a lot of businesses around. I can count maybe more than 3-5 hardwares. What motivates you to remain in this town? Yeah,
look, we really treat our customers as friends. Mm-hmm. I always say, Marta, which is at my door, it's fantastic because the salespeople will do a fantastic job inside. The cashiers, I think I've got the best in the country.
Yeah.
And Marta, with the security, always friendly.
Yeah.
And even our car guard, friendly.
Yes.
Supports the customers. And it's not about the price of a product or the quality. It's the shopping experience. And that's what we try and do. We'd like to make your shopping experience the best in town.
Let me just give you an opportunity to go to town about this. What makes you stand out of these other hardwares that we have?
The people that work for me.
Wow.
Nobody in this town's got the ability I've got, people-wise.
Wow. I'm
very proud of them.
Yes.
Fantastic team. And I think I've got the best of the best.
Then go to town about that. Speak about it.
No, that's the truth. That's really. We all sell more or less the same brands.
Yes.
We all sell more or less the same product. Not always the same quality. We really believe in selling quality only.
Yeah.
But I really believe this business success is only due to the people that work inside here.
Well, it's fine. Thank you. Tell me, how can the local residents, I'm talking about, we've got 8 villages in Phalaborwa.
Yeah, we've got plenty of people in Phalaborwa.
So speak with them. Tell them that they should support
my vehicles go as far as Guyana sometimes to deliver.
So you supply even the Guyana?
I supply sometimes in Bosbokrand. I've got old ladies that are retiring and come to me and say, please help me with your truck. I need to move my stuff to my kids in Bosvogrand. And then we will do that.
Well, that's great. Tell me, maybe let me time with this thing. You were a child at some stage. You grew up to become a youth. You are a father, you are a businessman. Tell me, you were not born a businessman? How did it come about that you become a businessman?
Yeah, look, I was involved in my dad's business since a very small age.
Okay.
So I basically grew up in a business, which was fortunate for me. And then you obviously had to study as well. I was in corporate for 20 years. And decided to come to a small town, which I came from as well, small town. And I've got 3 lovely daughters, and I grew them up in the small town. Very proud of them today. They're all very successful. Also going into business. So, proud of them. And I'm fortunate that I could be here to give them that opportunity.
Let me test your mind on this one. There was an invitation made out by the United States of America that every person who's scared of genocide in South Africa must relocate. Are we likely to see you relocate anytime soon?
Look, I've been asked that question many a times, and this is my country.
Yeah.
My daughters feel the same as I do, my wife. And I think every country's got its own challenges.
Yes.
So, to put it bluntly, they always say the grass is greener on the other side because there's more shit. That's why.
Yeah. So, I didn't hear that part.
So I just think, there's a lot to be fixed in South Africa. A lot. And I'd like to be part of that solution. How long that might even take. But I'm happy where I am. We can grow this to make it better.
I'm told you are the Rainbow Nation. Don't you like that?
Yeah, we are.
We are the Rainbow Nation.
If I look at where I grew up, to comparison to where my daughters grew up today, it's day and night.
Yeah.
And even in our business, when we interview, we say to people, we don't see black and white here. I deal with men and women.
Yes.
And that's how we deal with them. We don't see race. We don't, because I always say, when the argument gets heated, anybody will throw the race card.
Exactly. That's what
you
we
know
do.
what I'm saying. So I think we passed that stage.
Yeah.
We also almost 30 years down the line, and I look at my kids and their friends, and they grew up in my house. We don't see color. We see boys and girls coming to visit. So I think there's hope. But guys that are skipping and going overseas, I wish them well as well. But because maybe that's where God wants to use them, huh?
Yeah.
I don't
know. You always put God in your conversation. Are you religious, man?
I am.
Wow.
And this business is blessed because of God.
Oh.
And everybody inside this business. So that's always number one.
So you're telling me that you believe in the Rainbow Nation and you believe in the 1994 magic?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I'm saying you're telling me that you believe in the idea of Rainbow Nation and the magic of 1994, that turnaround that we saw in 1994.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been part and parcel of it for the last 30 years. I think we've seen massive growth in our economy. More people are driving cars. Where I think we fell behind is our government's not focused on that growth. They haven't put infrastructure in place. They haven't put schools in place. They haven't maintained infrastructure that they've got, and that's a shame, because I think we would have been further if we had focused on that.
Yeah.
But it's something that can be fixed.
Look, it's people like you that give us hope that we are a country with potential. I want to thank you, Jack, for giving us your time. Let's hope this is the beginning of many interviews to come. We would love to work very close with you as a Stone Media House.
And the next chamber meeting, you better be there.
Yeah. Now we've got my contact, I've got your contact. We will talk and see what to do. Whenever you've got functions, do invite us. We'll honor them. We'll come and try to amplify whatever you'll be doing. And thank you very much to MICA Hardware for giving us this opportunity to come. And
I'll invite you to our year-end function.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love
you won't miss it.
I would love
You need to dress up for that.
Look, I'm a pastor, by the way.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Good.
But then yes, I'm a pastor, but we'll drink water. It's fine. And cold drink will be there. The sweet one.
Always.
Yes. Let me be part of it. I'll be very much honored. I'll feel very honored.
Yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Keep up.
You see what I'm doing? You are the first person. Remember, you made me feel humbled the other day I came to your shop 2 days ago. I've been writing emails to other business owners around, people of influence in town. You did not want me to write you an email. You just said, no, man, come on, you don't have to write an email. Come on, we'll do it 2 o'clock. We're doing it 2 o'clock. I love that. I wish people can emulate and imitate what you've done to us. We are a small company. We're trying to grow. You are growing us. I'm telling
small
you.
Beginnings, my pal. That's where it
Yes,
starts.
thank you. There is this.
Small beginnings.
There's this. I'm going to quote this gentleman. His name is Elijah Maswanga. Is Dr. Elijah Maswanga. He said, "Don't underestimate the days of small beginnings. Everything that is big started very small. The mountain, Mount Everest, started very small. The Nile River, the Amazon River started very small. So we're going to grow.
No, you will.
I hope the mic.
I wish you will.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, bye-bye.
Oh. Hi there. This is Livingston Ubrimnisi, your host for Stone Podcast. Stone Podcast brings you a whole new experience. A television and a radio brought together and made one. For the first time, you'll have an up-close and personal contact with your community leaders through live and pre-recorded interviews. From socio-economic news to political spectrum, from the business to entertainment and sports space. And of course, the lens of our forever ready cameras will fall on the local news to keep you abreast and up to speed with your immediate surroundings. Never again will you go hungry for current affairs, local news, business news, sports, and entertainment. You can count on us, the brand that is prepared to keep you updated. Where you cannot be, we will be. We shall be your eye, we shall be your ear, and we shall be your mouthpiece. No distance shall limit us.